Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 9. We will present about stormwater management and road tunnel, or known as smart tunnel. This is our content that we will explain further in the video. Okay, my name is Nur Syafika binti Mamana and my ID number is 882122. Today I'm the first presenter. We will explain about introduction. Tunnel, a mean of transportation used to move vehicle or people over an obstacle, fill area or to reduce journey time. Tunnel construction has grown in popularity like roads or bridges to build because more obstacles must be taken into consideration. Next, the primary focus of our report is an examination of the Smart Tunnel project, which is currently being built in Malaysia. Next, it is the only tunnel in the world to integrate the wet and dry system. This tunnel is extremely special. And lastly, the tunnel serves as a road for car transportation as well as a means of diverting runoff away from Kuala Lumpur. The tunnel is constructed utilizing two slurry shield TBM machine, which make the technology extremely unique since it permits uninterrupted drilling and tunnel lining operation. Okay, next we move to the briefing of the project. As you can see in the left side, this is our map of the Smart Tunnel area. Smart Tunnel cover from Lepung Ampang to the Pavilion KL. Smart Tunnel is maintained by Syarikat Pengurus Air Banjir and Kelompok Sedia Berhad, or known as SMART. The length of the Smart Tunnel is 4 km and history. The Smart Tunnel is construction work start from November 2003 and were completed in 2007. The Smart Tunnel is constructed by Gamuda Berhad and NMD Corporation Berhad, and the owner of the Smart Tunnel is Lembaga Lebuh Raya Malaysia (LLM), Government of Malaysia, and Department of Irrigation and Drainage Malaysia. Okay, that's all from me. I will pass this presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Faryadana binti Ahmad Nizam, ID matric AA21117. Today I will present about the impact of the project to environment during and after construction. First, during construction. The first impact is disturbance to the local ecosystem from heavy machinery together with construction activities. The Smart Tunnel project's heavy machinery deployment and substantial construction operations caused severe disruptions to the Kerayong River Basin. Land removal, excavation and site deployment all had a significant impact on the natural environment. Next, the construction process that caused an increase in noise, dust and sedimentation. First, noise pollution. The constant hum of equipment and the clang of building activity damage the area's natural tranquility, resonating through the countryside and unsettling local fauna, birds, tiny animals, and other species who were accustomed to the noises of their surroundings. Dust pollution. The continual churning of the soil and grinding of equipment created clouds of dust that hung heavy in the air. This urban particle pollution not only impeded sight but also covered vegetation and bodies of water, inhibiting the photosynthesis process in plants. There is sedimentation. Runoff from building sites deposit a large amount of material throughout the Kerayong River, interfering with their once clear waters and disturbing the critically important equilibrium of the aquatic ecology. Sediment e-flow lowered water clarity, restricting sunlight from reaching through the riverbed and preventing aquatic plant development. There is disturbance to the local resulting from clearing vegetation and earthworks. Clearing vegetation and large earthworks during construction results in major habitat loss and fragmentation, which had a negative influence on the surrounding environment. The procedure for the elimination of trees, bushes, and underbrush damage habitat from numerous species, lowering biodiversity. Trees and shrubs that serve to prevent erosion and control water flow were destroyed, resulting in higher level soil erosion and sedimentation in the Kerayong River. This had a negative impact on aquatic ecosystems and water quality. Overall, vegetation removal and earthworks resulted in major ecological changes, emphasizing the importance of comprehensive restoration and mitigation efforts to rebuild and link ecosystems, increase biodiversity, and restore ecological services. Next is after construction. The first impact of after construction is altered hydraulics and geomorphology. Increased flow rates. The smart tunnels floodwater surge significantly elevate levels of water and the velocity of flow downstream the river. This upward rise in flow rates increased shear load that impacted the riverbed and banks, caused erosional forces, and altered the channel morphology of the river. Impact on riverbanks. The higher flow rates linked toward the smart tunnels discharge have the potential to destabilize riverbanks, especially in places already prone to erosion. Sediments transport dynamics. The water discharge of the smart tunnel alters the flow regime in the Kroyan River, affecting sediment transport dynamics. Higher the flow velocities are capable of enhancing sediment movement downstream, resulting in accumulation of sediment in certain regions and erosion in elsewhere. Impact on aquatic ecological system. The smart tunnels discharge change the river's hydraulic and geomorphology, which has ramifications for aquatic ecosystems. Second is impact of urbanization and climate change on the environment. Projections indicate the area surrounding the Kroyan River is going to encounter increased problems as a result of the simultaneous effects of urbanization and climate change. Continued urbanization within the surrounding areas is expected to accelerate, resulting in more impervious surface and faster runoff into the river. Third, consequences for flood management and environmental stability. The expected risk in peak flows has significant consequences to support the management of flooding and environmental stability along the Kroyan River. Increasingly prevalent and extensive overbank flooding events are predicted to occur, worsening current flood risks and providing challenge to flood management, building infrastructure, and policies. Increased flow rates might result in widespread flooding of flood-prone areas, endangering public safety, causing property damage, and disrupting key infrastructure. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Karol Syami bin Saidul. My ID number is AA21120. Today I will talk about either the project need the Environment Impact Assessment EIA or not. The necessity of EIA for the project of Smart Tunnel project. First, the scale and complexity. This project involved in intensive construction activity with significant environmental impact, such as including in large-scale excavation, tunneling, and heavy machinery use. Each contribute to noise pollution, potential water contamination, and ecosystem disruption. Second is the legal requirement. Major infrastructure projects are mandated to undergo on EIA under Environmental Protection Regulation. In Malaysia, the Environmental Quality Act 1974 require an EIA for prescribed activity, including in significant construction project, and it ensure environmental consequences are truly evaluated and addressed. Okay, third, comprehensive impact assessment. It assesses potential impact on air and water quality, noise level, biodiversity, and local communities. Next, it's provide a comprehensive understanding of environmental footprint. Fourth is a public participation and transparency. It facilitates public participation, allows stockholders, including local residents and environmental groups, to voice their concerns, and it enhances transparency in decision making. It make the decision is more transparent for all community, and it ensure incorporation of environmentally sustainable practice. And lastly, mitigation measure. EIA allow implementation of mitigation measures such as erosion control, dust management, noise reduction, and habitation protection, and it minimize the environmental impact in the project. In summary, The smart tunnel require a EIA due to significant potential environmental impact and its legal obligation under Malaysian environmental regulation. An EIA ensure environmental responsible planning and execution, a safeguarding and the environment and the well-being of local communities. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I am Lo Eugene. My metric ID is 88221009. Now, allow me to talk about the solution on how to protect the environment from the impact during and after the project. That is Stormwater Management and Road Tunnel Smart Tunnel Project. Before that, let me summarize the impact discussed previously based on our research. The impact is more focused to the effect to the Kerayong River and the project. For the impact to the environment during the construction, there is noise pollution, dust pollution, or we call it as air pollution, sedimentation, and soil erosion that causes by clearing and loss of work. While for the impact to the environment after the construction, there is effect to the hydraulic and geomorphology at the Kerayong River, urbanization and climate change, as well as the effect to the flood management and environment stability of Kerayong River. Firstly, let's dive into the solution to protect the environment during the construction. One of the impacts is noise pollution. From the previous discussions, noise pollution cannot be neglected during the construction in order to minimize the noise pollution. And other than placing fences around the boundary, some advanced technology can be applied. For example, acoustic barrier. Acoustic barrier is an effective temporary soundproofing bracket placed on the fences and designed to help to protect local community and the employees from the harmful effect of excessive noise on the site. It is more effective than normal fans that normally apply in the site. Next is dust pollution. Dust pollution, or can be called air pollution, also cannot be negated, especially in huge construction projects such as smart tunnel project. In order to reduce the dust pollution, water suspension method is one of the most effective ways. The dust suspender method aims to reduce the airborne dust. One of the methods is water spray in the construction site. This not only reduces the dust at the site, it also helps in maintaining the air quality of the surrounding and lowering the health hazards. Additionally, new technology can be implemented, such as shown in the figure. The water suspended unit. It is a machine that can spare the water in huge range in the construction site, and it has reduced the burden of the worker. Besides that, sedimentation also a crucial impact as the project requires lots of earthwork. There are soil will be disposed, therefore some precaution needs to be taken to prevent the soil disposed out to the water bodies or drainage system near the project. Based on our research, we can apply silt fence and sediment basin in the construction site. Silt fence are the temporary sediment control device that can protect water quality of Keroyang River. It also functions to retain earthwork soil on disturbed land. Moreover, sediment basin traps the soil in the site from moving to the drainage system near the project. So this can reduce the risk of flood at the location nearby the project, which is in Kuala Lumpur. Last but not least, soil erosion also a crucial impact during the construction. In order to protect the environment from soil erosion, eco-friendly method can be applied such as geosynthetic materials. It is a geosynthetic erosion control tool. Examples of geosynthetic erosion control are using geotextile and geocell. This geosynthetic erosion control can stabilize the soil and prevent erosion more effectively than traditional method. Other than that, this method also can strengthen the embankment and slopes near the projects. so that the risk of landslides can be reduced. It is because the geotextile and geocell acts as retaining wall that against the force of landslides. Now, I would like to discuss about solution on how to protect the environment after the construction. The completion of stormwater management and road tunnel smart tunnel project has affected some part of area, especially at Gerayong River. The completion of the construction has affected the hydraulic and geomorphology of Gerayong River as the water from smart tunnel is transported to Gerayong River. In order to protect Gerayong River, detention basin can be applied. Detention basin is a stormwater management facility that designed to temporarily store the runoff and slowly release it to prevent flooding and erosion. For example, the worker can just excavated some region nearby the river as the detention basin. Next, we can also implement geosynthetic material such as geotextile and geocell that has been discussed earlier. The technology is very applicable. The geosynthetic technologies can just install it alongside the Galayong River. These geosynthetic materials can reinforce the river bank and prevent soil erosion. Furthermore, we also can apply sediment traps and secondary channel at the Galayong River. The sediment traps and secondary uh, channel should be placed at strategic location at the upstream of the river. Sediment traps can capture the excessive sediment before the runoff enter the main river channel, while the secondary channel can help to distribute the excess runoff and sediment. It helps to reduce the flow rate of the runoff. Another simple approach is placing rock wheels and woody debris in the river. Yes, it's a simple material that is available in our life as they are natural material. But this material can contribute the effect of distribute the runoff flow and the same at the same time it also provide the aquatic life a safe shelter. Next, let's move on to solution of another effect that is urbanization and climate change. For this part, I will more focus on the smart tunnel project. One of the reasons that the project contribute to the urbanization and climate change is the concrete use. The concrete used in the project absorb the surrounding heat and it will release high temperature heat to the surrounding and cause the climate change. An ideally initiative that can be implemented is making green roof and green wall in the tunnel. The idea can be shown in this figure, and the green roof and the green walls can provide green space and reduce the heat absorptions. Last but not least, the completion of the smart tunnel project has affected the flood management and environment stability of Gerayong River. When the rain is big, the runoff will be greater. As we know, the runoff of smart tunnel will transport to Gerayong River and the risk of flood will increase. It has affected the environment stability of Gerayong River. One of the effective ways to protect the environment is to implement riparian buffer zones. As you can see from this figure, the riparian buffer zones are the vegetated region along the river that serve to shield water bodies from the effect of nearby land users. Riparian buffer zones can be established and maintained along the Galayong River to stabilize the river banks, lessen the erosion, and filter the pollutions before these things substance join the river. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Wu Shaohang. My ID number is AA22124. Today I will present about the act related to the smart tunnel. The smart tunnel is a notable accomplishment that address flood mitigations and also traffic congestion. The construction of the smart tunnel is subject to several legislative which are Street Drainage and Building Act 1974, Environmental Quality Act 1974, OSHA 1994, Road Federal and State Act 1959. The project is to be ensured to satisfy this strict requirement for worker safety, environmental sustainability, and also structural integrity. So now let's take a look at the first legislative. The Street Drainage and Building Act 1974, also known as Act 133. This act was enacted to encourage the sustainable infrastructure and also urban development. In Part 3 of this act is about drainage. For example, Section 53 pertains to the design and building of drainage infrastructure. It requires proper design drainage system, including all new construction projects, including those involving road drainage, buildings, and other infrastructure in order to efficiently manage and channel all the stormwater. The main goal is to ensure appropriate design of drainage and also execution in order to prevent flooding, waterlogging, and also other related problems. In the smart tunnel, a network of underground retention pond and diversion channel are triggered when heavy precipitation is happen. For example, the tunnel can redirect up to 3 million cubic meter of stormwater from the Sungai Klang and Sungai Ampang during the monsoon season that will prevent downtown flooding. Besides, Section 70A covers the regulation pertaining to earthwork. This section makes sure that all these kind of activity are done in a way that is safe, environmental friendly, and also sustainable. Stability of excavations, prevention of soil erosion, and also appropriate handling of the material excavated are important factors. Next is the Environmental Quality Act 1974. It also known as Act 127. It aims to preserve and improve the quality of nation environment and also serve as a legal framework for pollution control. It also ensures the development project are carried out with a least amount of environmental harm. It also sets rules and regulations for waste management, air and water quality, and also environmental impact assessment (EIA). Section 34A is regarding the environmental impact assessment (EIA). The EIA is required for every proposed project that are substantial impact on the environment. The analysis is conducted as a part of EIA for the process to forecast the environmental impact on noise, water, and also air quality. While the Section 22 is about the air pollution. Emission of pollutant into the atmosphere beyond the specified limit is forbidden. The heavy machinery, material transportation, and also extensive earthwork are potential to cause air pollution. Hence, the dust management technique including water spraying, covering material transporting vehicle, as well as utilizing the low emission construction technique is to lower the exhaust emission and to make sure the pollutant levels stay under the permitted limit. Next is Section 23, which deals with the noise pollution. The intention is to regulate the noise level in different contexts in order to safeguard the public health and comfort. Several steps were taken by the Smart Tunnel project, including restricting the heavy machinery at specific hours and monitor the noise level range approved by the Department of Environment. Furthermore, for Section 24 is about soil pollution. Release of contaminated into the soil may deteriorate its quality and endanger the ecosystem. This is to make sure the soil is safe for the human habitation and also ecological health. The excavated material will managed correctly according to the waste management guidelines, which make sure the contaminated soil are treated or disposed at the correct and approved facility. Next, I will talk about the OSHA 1994. The goals of this act is to provide a safe and healthy work environment by outlining general obligations for employer, worker, and other stakeholders. Under Section 15 is employer responsibility, while Section 24 is employee's responsibility. These two sections are to protect the welfare, health, and safety of the employer and also employee. This entails ensuring the safe use of the equipment and plant and also maintaining safe work procedure, monitoring, and training. Next, the Federal and the State Road Act is the law that control the development, management, and also upkeep of the nation road network. In order to ensure the road network are effectively managed and developed, this act clearly defines the roles of the federal and the state authority. For Section 8, it outlines the role of federal and state agencies to construct and maintain highways. For example, the authorities should maintain the roadway through routine maintenance. Under Section 16, authorities are authorized to access land for the purpose of building, maintaining, or improving roads. These clauses also balance the need of the general public with the right as a private property owner. That's all from me. I will pass the presentation to my friends.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nurmayuni Farhana binti Maliki and my ID matrix is AA21121. So, I'm going to present about the conclusion from our report project. So, the conclusion is about the Smart Tunnel project in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia is an incredible work with the combination of engineering and ingenuity, have purpose to being able to handle the issue of traffic congestion and the flood management in the city in Kuala Lumpur through the incorporation of innovative advancements, technologies, and environmentally responsible design principles. This demonstrates its dedication to have a balance between the expansion of infrastructure and the protection of the environment. By conducting the Environmental Impact Assessment EIA, it can ensure the project is complied with the environmental standards and implement the best practice to the people that give contribution in the project. Furthermore, the smart tunnel has given great environmental sustainability beyond the construction phase and includes post-construction measures that are designed to minimize the tunnel's impact on the ecosystem that is in the surrounding area. That's all from us. Thank you.